Josie be the way from Toronto, Canada, and I buy.
Call Fred Dr. Naro privately, Quebec come up. No.
Okay, young boy.
Sergio, Nyamibwa, next week, Yebenya the FIFA 2026 World Cup playoff na ebe basono. Yediken with the 4 countries of mobile room na 2 games and baso. Yenya DR Congo against Cameroon and Yebenya Nigeria against Gabon. Na one of the games needed the referees for the games no Ababe Tuja and make the game between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Azingu National of Gabon. And that is that game. Referee Tom Abongile, yes, South Africa ni on obey the center man, obey the pitch that day. And of course, we no sincha said you 2 other assistant referees in South Africa. And of course, the VAR official is also from South Africa. Meka referee Obano Akuma Makalima. But said you near maybe see ye World Cup qualifiers ya Mr. Gayton McKenzie. South Africa, Minister for Sports and Culture. Sejo Oko Robert Marawashu. Sejo Yentie Mr. Gayton McKenzie. Nsema odi tuja wabra mo interview no.
Sound I don't know.
Okay.
And sound
so yeah, after the World Cup qualifiers, eba ni we, Seju South Africa etimi qualify no.
Like you said, but it's not personal. This boy didn't just qualify. The biggest mistake that has ever been done in our country. I mean, they had to overcome a double breach.
Sure.
And it was out of the hands. Some, I don't even know what to call it.
Administrative bungle that almost cost us a place then. So nobody took accountability for that. Till today, Hugo Bros says, it's all of us, I take account, I'm a coach, I should have. But he will because he's a gentleman. Would you want to still see the person responsible for that go to the World Cup? Because that's a major problem.
We have been embarrassed as a country. We come across as a country that don't understand the rules of FIFA. We come across as a country that might wanted to cheat our way to the World Cup. All those things. In fact, I'm writing a letter to SAFA to say withdraw your appeal. I'm writing them tonight a letter because they've appealed. The ruling.
Did they share that with you? Because at times it's difficult to get a lot.
No, they shared it with me.
The next day.
Okay. Yeah, bomodi na sound na Awal Mohammed epeno yedi eno ankasa pa no ebeba na igusu engineers no technicians no gusu omo eye ho adwuma. Uncle, I'm watching you live from Nkoko. Keep up the good work with your crew. CEO Big Man Aluminium Ventures Nkoko and the message we and so yeah. All right, Inspector Wilberforce Asante Bra Kwame I say I don't know how to stop laughing and cry. But where from where you go in party? But from where you go in party, you've invited somewhere right, my David, we say grow na Franco Naro. Now, I'm surprised that Franco Naro is looking for trouble despite your deliberate attempt to stop him from getting into trouble. Nipa mpea honto. Kojo, we free asaliboche. And so, abreye. Beka, ontehe. Dobeso kanano, obeka. Tom, we free Semfi. How on earth will you tell other players to stop scoring while you are leading 4-0? At the end of these two players okay mabehe Tom Semfi umesegi enso ebium awa na open
nani opa kire ne se ompese Nigeria be qualify e dia ko World Cup
sanshasi oye hwan ya
make up me bonidi Gayton McKenzie
oye hwan
oye South Africa minister of Sports and Culture
okay
e wo honom yes after see a ball qualifies ni wie no e no call Robert Marawashu no so
e wo South Africa
e no ka se ono no ompese Nigeria be qualify
why
one more the reason
Nigeria na bua South Africa mom qualify
no na sem na odi tuja
I'm surprised.
That's him no.
Nigeria and Benin.
Yes.
And South Africa bit more qualified.
Yeah.
Benin is Nigeria.
Yes.
In the South Africa, the boy Benin, the boy South Africa.
Yes.
The baby was on no because on percent
Nigeria
qualify. I'm surprised.
But even after the game, a lot of South Africans were praising Nigeria.
Yes.
On social media.
Because some of the boy qualify.
Yes. I said, God bless you, Nigeria. Even I saw Kuliso Mudau putting Victor Osimhen in the picture on the IG.
When you sound you bet much this time.
Yeah.
In tribute, in tribute. Okay.
So
we are setting a lot of
appointment of South African referee for the game no, and I'm Nigeria for na pilot.
Okay.
That's the reason why I'm a pilot. For a South African minister on a show a public.
Yeah.
I dey akwako to just on percent Nigeria be qualify. Na South African all South African affair as the officials of the game no. And omo huni say you entry for that game na be baso no. Whether say CAF be decided say omo be change referee or not. Ni nyina depending on how things unfold between now to the 13th for game no ebeba so Sergio Meka Ibrahim Mbaye 17-year-old boy ye won no France Sergio ye PSG winger and I remember in that game between Paris Saint-Germain and Barcelona Camp Nou even in the absence of key players like the likes of Vicha Varaskiliamo and the likes of Dembele mo this boy alongside Seli Mayulu step up and make sure say they defeated the Barca team by 2-1 on that day. And now no debate just say you what they can make in journey. Say oh no obebo ama Senegal. In as much as say you want France there, but say you who say Senegal no providing a match opportunity. I bear more as compared to the French team. So say yo for him to break through the French team, ebi ana acquired in penny age now one. And for now Senegal have qualified to the World Cup. And where the profile, the quality or the be on the table. Major say Senegal for no so be person more tying it down at the early stages like this oba be come team no. So what di kan making adwene say obebo ama Senegal or more national team. Say you know work for I take you over the summit of the table, Oko Morocco League now they are on top of the league table. And they won by 2-1 against FC Hossania Agadir, the Morocco League. No, an away game, Tembikosi Lodge and of course Stefan Azizki were the men on target. And say you, and no Abua Mawak Ababeda on top of the league, Oka Morocco League na. So these were the highlights of the game that went on yesterday. Work with the team Amo Eshe deep blue no, and of course Ubenya Hossania Agadir for no Eshe white, and that was how things unfolded in the Moroccan League yesterday. Ewo Omo Botola League no. Say you under 17 ekoso. And also 3 games from African countries only 1 win per. And that was the only winner Mali Enyaye against New Zealand. Burkina Faso bottled with a defeat against United States of America. And of course Zambia so Emma Canada Eshemo by 2-1. So as a result, to the BI binum na ye kakra, to the BI binum na ncheda nye kakra. And for Mali, I like how Omu youth policy, I am very, very strong nowadays. And while under 17, under 20, they are constantly found there. Under 17 World Cup, under 20 World Cup, you most often see Mali, especially for the last decade. The problem is how they graduate. No, my form team, the main national team. That is where the missing link, or the missing piece, because Salam more boarded under 17, Meka in 2017, India, Kudus Moscow. No, say Joe, who much of them within the national team. No, you see them somewhere very good from under 17, under 20 level, but to progress through, no, my rising about the main national team, na boss no, and no, I think say that missing link, because Mali over the few years have provided some couple of young talents, and we are very, very brilliant. Okay, the likes of Amadou Haidaramo, Diadie Samasekumo. Say, Joe, these are all brilliant guys. Mamadou Kamaramo, Obeka, Yves Bissouma. These are all very, very good players. Almost rising through the ranks. But the missing piece, how to graduate them from the under 17, from the under 20 to reach up to the top. And I think it was a very good scoreline for the Malians, winning 3-0 against New Zealand. Burkina Faso so eluzu by a goal to 0 against United States of America. And yes, Zambia and also eluzu 2-1 against Canada. It was the under 17 World Cup now. Koso Qatar. So say you Koba.
Okay.
You ever heard the focus on the big clash? Kotoko against House of Folk.
Okay.
Accra Sports Stadium. Say you are there, my dad, who say, I said only few games pen who say be a Bokotoko has games, no say goes AP. I think the recent one we had was that 3-2 now. A Baswe Babaya Sports Stadium near Mukwala, a Ma Brace, and me kai that 3-3 BIC or Babaya Sports Stadium. But Accra Sports Stadium, after that 4-0 in 2000, say Joe, you who more goals. Unlike how Kumasi have given us in the recent years between Kotoko and us. So say Joe, Ukoba, be him.
Gaten Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Gaten
Mackenzie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The minister.
Personally, Nigerians in protest and say. So because of Gaten Mackenzie pronouncement.
Say a junior teacher.
Yes.
And you said you be
Nigerian referee.
Yes. And he said you be so be fine. Me said you me share them who say a big team bia.
Who sana who?
Yes, I music.
My sports minister. Akokan publicly say on person Nigeria be qualify. Then Nigeria Gabon game. More appointing South African referee. Man Nigeria from protest.
Oh, more protest. They have their said your more genuine. They have their right to protest based on the comments. For me, said you me farmer genuine konema bi. Oh quality, I said you. Oh quality, you beat them. Yeah. Oh quality.
But referee me how can you?
Oh quality. There might be games. There might be games referee will. Said you. Tom is one of the biggest top referees on the continent nowadays. Okay, because South Africa as a whole, Lankasa, I provided a top referees from Damon Jeromo, Yehu, some of them, and Tom Abungile is one of the top referees.
Top referee because of how. Omo experience time.
Yeah, meet me how pa.
Or how pa.
Yeah,
but what you so di match.
Yeah. Yeah, meet your point. Yes. But I said you made for media. Me farmer journey enko never be like this. Oh quality. You should
support Nigerians in the past.
Oh yeah, I'm protesting. I'm say especially for the comment.
Calf and sister referee. Yeah. Emma
yeah.
Because of the minister
Akokano. Yes.
All right. Intina and so I don't know. Kwa Mickey Baba Chancy Nafi or the local stories no abreye. My name is Uti, honorable member of parliament for Ketu North. Honorable Eric Agbana, right? Yes. That's one of the two Ghana. Who here ye pa efa a forensic audit na our president say yen fa all African games Ghana sika say no ni kwa fa so host ye any sika say ni ade na president yen forensic audit intino honorable na kasa p the afa minim say kwa make ba be part of the local service no the brain who here ye pa
say all African games na kasa na nke we say born 2023 but owing to say yentimi and we plans in a year with regards to infrastructure be hosted tournament the tournament was pushed to 2024 and besides hosting now hosting sika sema be with regards to sika pumping in we botiman we pitches we hostel facilities here the athletes amount for air quality for question with regards to especially even feeding the athletes $50 million accreditation tag $4 million so
about this week amount for a board president abaso
he wrote during the campaign he wrote on the anti-corruption crusade so he wants to work to satisfy the Ghanaians now or more that confidence so he wants to do his work
kwa Mickey eno former part of the local stories no the breno na samba ko da bia no biwa no kansen bia woni me hunsu so Tom Semfi say how on earth will you tell other players to stop scoring when you are leading 4-0? At the end, these two players came and played for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They have lost my respect as House of Folk players, if what Taylor said is true, Tom Semfi. Charles Taylor na koka say Osekufo after scoring 4-0 na omshe kotoko Accra no. Okachile players and say mo nshebe me
it's almost show respect.
Yeah, until 4 year. Okay, and that bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, and surprisingly, said 2 players, no.
Later on,
the ball, into another omu beam Thompson film. So I asked
on the idea with regards to the situation.
What do you think about?
Oh, but Sergio, near be says Brazil, ne Germany 7-1. At a point in time after the first half, Sergio Joachim Low told the German players to tone it down.
7-1.
Yeah, 7-1. Because sana okasamo Andre Shola na wura washroom. So unse ono no share 2 goals no.
Yeah.
Ekoye 5 no. Joachim Low catch him say
after 5 no can't actually.
Yes, omu call Brazil men no catch him so. Enungwase na yado so. So Andre Shola no ni ho. Unti wante oba no be share the 2 goals no man ade ko do 7 no. Oh no, shit, 2 goals, no. Emma didn't go do 7.
In the AC, football.
AC, Kotokoni Ali. 18 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
18 minutes, 4-0. 18 minutes, 4-0. Kero International. I was being told, say, Jose Manuel, and any place in the Kasai.
So
more respect to Kotoko. 4-0 now. Edruno. Yeah.
Awa.
Yes, I was being told. I was being told.
No, okay.
When I was mommy, really.
Okay. There was a small baby.
Okay.
Yet
is after game now. It is for the banner. Coach, Jose
Manuel, yeah, former Portuguese international. Say
after game, no.
I'm respect.
After game, you take back some who saw candy. But after game, you take. Say some moka. But you know so much in Enka. No me shape.
No quite.
Come shape. Obi no much change, man. Much change, man.
So more respect Kotoko. A big club.
A big club.
Dancing Huna Mudino.
It's a bull say.
And the been a Thompson fee air cano. Say Charles Taylor, any Osekufo, Omu Bium. Say most said I Nakotoko show my also respect to Muda. No wonder say Omi no back Kotoko.
At a point.
There's not Kotoko no. All right, it is your football.